What's up, guys? DJ Darkbeat here, bringing you another blaster review video. Today we're going to be talking about a line of Nerf blasters once again that some people love, some people hate, and there's about 3 people that are in between. But it was a love-hate relationship with this line of blasters, and you know what? There was so much promise for them, and I had so much hope for them, and I really do like them personally. But the ammunition kind of sucked. Now, this blaster I've had for quite some time, and it's still brand new in the box, and I've never gotten around to even opening it. So today, I'm going to open it with you and experience it for the first time. Today, we're going to be talking about the Nerf Ultra Select. I believe this was the first one to come out with the Accustrike Ultra Darts. I could be wrong on that, but the Accustrike Ultra Darts actually made Ultra usable, in my opinion. The black and orange original Ultra Darts, you couldn't hit anything. You didn't know what those darts were going to do, where they were going to go, how they were going to fly. It was just a nightmare using those darts. Then the Accustrike darts came out, and I was actually able to hit the target pretty consistently, and that was pretty cool. Now, this blaster has 2 magazines that you can alternate in between. So in this test, I'll actually be able to have 1 magazine loaded up with the old crap darts and 1 magazine loaded up with the new Accustrike darts, and we'll be able to compare them side by side with the same blaster in the same shooting session, nice and easily. So that's going to be pretty cool. But let's get this out of the box, see what we get, and then we'll talk about it. All right? Stick with me, guys. All right, guys. The Nerf Ultra Select. So let's see what it says on the box. It comes with 10 original crap Ultra Darts. It comes with 10 Accustrike darts, and you can select between your magazines. Fully motorized. This is a flywheeler and carry handle, so it has a nice carry handle on top. 2 removable magazines, and it is claiming up to 120 feet. Now that is a bold statement from Nerf. That is pretty interesting. So our normal testing is from 50 feet. So if this is claiming 120 feet, we should have no issue whatsoever hitting that mark. But we shall see. All right, let's get this puppy open. Okay, so we got our magazine. There she is in all her glory. So we got the blaster. And this should contain all the accessories. Yes, darts and the magazines. So it does come with 2 10-round Ultra Mags, which is nice. And it comes with 20 Ultra Darts, 10 and 10. And that is it. Okay, so we have blast starter, darts, and mags. All right, guys, let's talk about it. Okay, guys, the Nerf Ultra Select. This is a big boy blaster. I will say it's got a nice feel to it. It's got a nice weight to it, and the battery's not even in it yet. But this is a nice AR style kind of blaster. I do like it. All right, let's go over some of the things about it. The grip. The grip is comfortable, but it's a little bit small. Yeah, it's a little bit small. My hand is a little bit tight in here. Not that it doesn't have room, but it is a little bit tight. It really could use to be just, you know, a ½ an inch bigger would have been perfect. It does have this knuckle duster in the front, which is actually pretty nice. I'm not a big fan of the knuckle dusters, but this one is not intrusive. It does not bother me. It's not in the way. It's not affecting anything. And it actually has cutouts for your fingers, which is kind of nice. So that actually is not bad. But the grip is a little bit on the smaller side, in my opinion, for my hand. If you have a little bit smaller hands, this will be perfect. But itself, it is comfortable, just a little bit small. All right, stock is of course not adjustable, but for me, my size, this is actually perfect length. So the stock is a nice length, even though it's not adjustable. It has a nice length to it, and it's very easy to shoulder the blaster, and it is comfortable to shoulder. It's not bad at all. So it is pretty comfortable to shoulder. You have sling points on the bottom here, on the bottom of the grip, and I guess you could use that as a sling point too. So there's plenty of sling points on here. Mag release, you have the paddle mag releases, which I like. Very nice and easy, quick paddle, flip, pull, done. Okay, foregrip. Foregrip is how you activate your magazines. And it's good. It's nice and easy to use. It's very seamless to do. However, not having really used this yet, I could see this being an issue and being activated accidentally. It is very easy. So if you fling the blaster up and you just, you know, you pull this too hard or push it too hard, it's going to flip the magazines. So I could see that being an issue, but I don't know. The Flip 32 had a little lever on the side of the action to flip the mechanism, you know, the flip mechanism. It had a little button to do it. That would have been a better course of action here. If there was a button, like a lock, that you had to press the button in order to flip the magazine and this locked out. Otherwise, that would have been a good idea. But, you know, the geniuses over there at Hasbro obviously couldn't think of that, or that might have cost an extra 5 cents so they didn't do it. But, hey, I don't know if that's going to be an issue yet, but I could see that possibly being a problem. All right, no end strike barrel attachment. This has the, you know, triangle type Ultra barrel. You have a pick rail on top and iron sights on the built into the pick rail, and this is your sight in the front. Jam door in case you have any jams or malfunctions. Okay, so it does take 6 C batteries. Let me pop them in magically, and then we'll get back to the review. Presto, batteries are in. Okay, doesn't sound too bad. The spin up time isn't super fast, but it is running off a 6C battery, so that is 9 volts. Hopefully that's decent. All right, so let's see what we have with the darts. So yeah, the original Ultra Darts were awful. They really did whatever they wanted to do. There was no way to get a predicted flight path at all. They were just awful. But when this Ultra Dart came out, it really did change Ultra for me, because these actually were able to hit their target. All right, so let me finish loading these up and we'll continue on with the review. Okay guys, magazines are loaded up. I am going to put the original in the left and the Accu in the right and see what happens. Whoa! I was not expecting that, or I just didn't read the box. That's an electronic trigger. That is not a mechanical trigger. Yeah, there is a delay. There is a noticeable delay. Man, these darts fly like crap. My dart catch is less than 10 feet away. It's about 10 feet away, and it's barely getting in with your. All right, whatever. But yeah, mechanical. I mean, electronic trigger. That is interesting. I was not expecting that. There is a delay with the trigger. And it is not fully automatic. You pull the trigger, it fires once. So that is something I was not aware of. Again, I've never used this blaster before, so that I do not know. Not a problem. There is a slight delay. It's just like using a regulator or something like that. It's just it's not a super snappy response with the electronic trigger. So that is something like the Vulcanator. man, when that's got an electronic trigger fill, it's very, very quick. You know, there's no delay to it at all. There is a delay, but not the end of the world. All right, let's get to the fun stuff. We want to see what this thing can do. Let's go to the chronograph. Let's get some numbers. Then I'm going to battle the elements because it's a little bit rainy today, and we're going to see if this thing can hit some targets. All right, guys, let's get down to business. Stick with me. Okay, guys, chrono time. All right, first I'm going to fire a few of the original black Ultra Darts, and then I'll do the Accu Darts to see if there's any difference in the feet per second, but we shall see. Here we go. We get a full rev. 90.8, 90.5, 92.4, 88.5, 90.8, 94.4. All right, switching over to the Accu Darts. Here we go. 100 even, 99.7. And we have a misfire. Okay, first misfire of the day. Interesting. All right, so yeah, one dart misfired. All right, let's try that again. 98.7, 104.9, 90.8, 99. All right, so definitely getting a lot spicier with the Accu Darts. All right, so we had a low of 88.5, high of 104.9, average of 95 feet per second. Guys, that doesn't suck. This thing is pretty good with that. So let's see if it performs at the range. Let's get down to it. Stick with me. Okay, guys, so there were some bold claims being made on that box of 120 feet. We are going to see right now. All right, we're going to start off with the original black Ultra Darts, and then we will switch over to the Ultra Accustrike Darts. All right, here we go. Okay, that pretty much went as expected. All right, now we're switching over to the Accustrike Darts. Here we go. Amazing, really amazing what a difference it is. All right, guys, let's take it inside, go to the conclusion. Okay, guys, so the Nerf Ultra Select. As you can see, original Ultra Darts suck. But the Accustrike Ultra Darts, man, they make this thing usable for sure. You could see that. The black original darts, they fly wherever the hell they want to. The Ultra Accustrike is right on target. 99% of the time, they're right there. So that was really good. Very accurate, very consistent, and it makes this a viable ammo type to use. Without the Accustrike Darts, Ultra is pretty much unusable. It's fun to play around with, but unusable in any kind of scenario, period. It's just unusable. Now, I did find 9 out of 10 of the original Ultra Darts, which is good, because if you use the original Ultra Darts, the black and the orange, they are freaking impossible to find. They're the worst. You can't see them in the grass, on the ground. You just can't see them. The silver and the red on the Ultra is very easy to see, and plus they're all usually where you fired them, so you know where to start looking. But yeah, basically with this blaster is you load up both magazines with Ultra Darts, and then you got 20 rounds of 20 rounds of Accustrike Darts ready to go. That's what you do. So 20 rounds on board, but I did test every other magazine, and every other magazine did fit. The Ultra Strike and the Ultra Focus, both magazines fit and work, no problem. And it is pretty easy to load up both mags at the same time. You know, you can grab both mags and just boom, pop them in. But it's not as easy to take them both out at the same time. The other thing is the magazines that it comes with are transparent on one side and solid on the other. So if you put them in correctly, I guess the way you're supposed to put them in is so that you can see the darts. So you got to make sure the transparent side is on the outside. It doesn't matter, they load up either way, but you can see your ammo count if you load them up on the transparent side. So let's go over the blaster one last time. Grip is really uncomfortable for me. It's really bothering my hand, especially since all the weight from the batteries is on the back of the blaster. So it is weighted to the back, and all of that weight is right over your hand. So your hand is supporting all the weight of the blaster, and it's just digging into my finger, and the grip being a little bit small for my hand is just a little bit uncomfortable. But that's just a pet peeve with me. That could vary from person to person. So, but for me, the grip is a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, the stock is perfect length for me. I do like the stock. It is not adjustable, but it is a very nice length and perfect for this type of AR kind of blaster. The foregrip, I did not have any issues switching back and forth or any malfunctions doing that. Again, just doing target testing, you're not really under any stress moving around, doing anything like that. So I still see this could be a problem if you switch magazines by accident. But it's very hard to get it caught in between magazines. So even if you did accidentally switch, you shouldn't have a misfire, or if the magazine's empty, you just gotta switch back real fast. But if you do put the blaster down, it will push this into the middle, and then you have to be careful. So if you put the blaster down on its side and this is down this way, it will push it to the middle, and that's the only way that I can get the magazines to go in between mags. It's really hard to get them to go in between using the foregrip, so you really don't have to worry about that with the foregrip. Carry handle, I really like. The carry handle is comfortable. It's got the cutouts for your fingers, and it's really nice. It does feel good, and I do like AR style blasters that have the carry handle. It's just easy to walk around with it if you do not have the blaster sling. Iron sights, they work. They're there. You can use them, but you do have your rail on top, so you can put any kind of sight that you would like, and that is pretty cool. Sling points are plenty. Again, you got two in the back, one on the handle, one in the front. So a single point sling or a double point sling is not an issue at all. And that is pretty much it. Performance, the electronic trigger takes some getting used to, for sure. It's just not, it's not, you pull the trigger as fast as you can, it's not going to work. You got to kind of find the sweet spot, but you can pull the trigger as fast as you want. It's just not going to fire. With that electronic trigger, it's very, very temperamental. So there's a lot of times you can hit the trigger and you're not going to be firing a dart. So it's going to take a lot more playing with this and getting used to, but there is a sweet spot. Right there. That's as fast as it can fire, even in semi-automatic. So that's as fast as it goes. Really, this should have been a fully automatic. That would have made it better. Even with that rate of fire at fully automatic, that would have been better, I guess. But to have an electronic trigger and it to be that delayed and that temperamental is a little bit iffy. Overall, I like the blaster. I do like Ultra. I'm a fan of Ultra. Don't tell anybody. But I really like Ultra, and I wish it would have been something better. I still have hope that maybe some kind of Ultra type dart will come out that's even better than the Accustrike Dart, but the Accustrike Dart is pretty close to what we should have got from the beginning, because it does make this fun to use. You can shoot at targets, you can use this in play, and you can hit what you're aiming at. With the black original Ultra Darts, you could not hit anything that was in front of you. Again, my dart catch is literally less than 10 feet away from me right now, and I'm missing the target. There are Ultra Darts on the floor. That shouldn't happen from that distance, period, with any blaster. But with the Accu Ultra Darts, this thing is usable along with all the others. If you saw my video on the Strike or on the Focus, both of those blasters performed beautifully, and the Accu Darts had a lot to do with that. Now, hitting around the 100 FPS is nice. So this thing is a beast for its class. It does hit hard, and with the Accu darts, it does shoot straight. I did see it on Amazon selling for, I think, $29.99 right now, which is actually a pretty good deal for it, brand new, because a lot of times I know this thing is going for like 50, 60 bucks or something like that, which is crazy. But if you can find it around that, I would pay, I mean, $30 new is probably the top of the mark I would ever pay. But you could find these out thrifting pretty often for around 10, 15 bucks on Marketplace and things like that. But yeah, you could definitely find these in thrift stores and on Marketplace. They do sell them, and they will be a lot cheaper than if you bought it new. But if you want it new, right now it's $29.99. I'll put the link in the description below. And also they have the aftermarket magazines, the 18-round magazines that do work in this as well. I do have them, but I can't find them at the moment. So it's just not worth digging for an hour to find them. But they are on Amazon as well. I think it's $17 for 2 magazines, or maybe even less. I'll put that link in the description below as well, so you can check that out. But yeah, with 2 18-round mags in this thing, you got 36 rounds. That's pretty cool. 36 Ultra Accu darts, you're ready to go. You're ready for war. But that's pretty much all I got, guys. That is the Ultra Select. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.